The conversation about Caitlin Clark and her influence on the WNBA has drastically changed, leading to new arguments. Are analysts too quick to discount her effect, or is she the league's savior, as her admirers say? The basketball world is divided over this subject, especially in light of Debbie Antonelli's remarks that minimized the notion that Clark has saved the WNBA. Clark's supporters have fiercely backed her, sparking a wider discussion about her actual contribution to the league. Unquestionably, Caitlin Clark's quick ascent has altered women's basketball. She has attracted millions of new followers to a sport that has long been eclipsed by the men's game, and many view her as a transformative figure. Clark has enthralled fans, especially those who were previously uninterested in women's sports, with her audacious, aggressive style of play. As a professional with the Indiana Fever, she continues to smash records and expectations with her groundbreaking achievements at Iowa. Clark's impact is not limited to the court. Her presence has increased interest in the WNBA by bringing in previously unheard-of levels of sponsorships, endorsements, and media exposure. Viewership, social media buzz, and new fans learning about women's basketball's talent have all increased for the league. Some, though, wonder if her influence has been exaggerated. Reputable analyst Antonelli sparked controversy when he implied that Clark hasn't saved the league on his own. Rather, she attributed the WNBA's expansion to years of combined work by activists, coaches, and players. It is difficult to overlook Clark's recent accomplishments in spite of Antonelli's doubts. She surpassed Simone Augustus's 2006 record of 744 points and set a new assist record on September 15th, breaking the WNBA's single-season rookie scoring record. In a thrilling 110-109 victory over the Dallas Wings, she scored 35 points, solidifying her status as a rising star. However, Antonelli's assertion that the WNBA was already a well-known league without Clark provoked strong criticism from both fans and commentators. WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert, who emphasized the league's notable expansion under her direction, subtly disputed Antonelli's remarks. Engelbert attributed the league's combined efforts to the expansion of digital content, higher media earnings, and rising sponsorships during a recent interview. Although Engelbert did not specifically mention Clark's role, her confidence for the WNBA's future stood in contrast to Antonelli's comments. Although there is ongoing discussion on Clark's influence on the league, one thing is certain: Clark has revolutionized women's basketball. Her skill and capacity to garner national attention have raised the WNBA's profile. She is positioned to influence the sport's future for many years to come, regardless of whether she has saved the league. The controversy concerning Caitlin Clark's influence on the WNBA is still raging, with opinions ranging from laudatory to contemptuous. Commissioner Kathy Engelbert has praised the league's incredible expansion, citing Clark's entrance as well as more general developments in women's sports. Engelbert said, "I wanted to double revenue in 5 years, and we're well on our way," demonstrating her optimism about the league's future. Her plan presents the WNBA as a successful league with growing sponsorships, attendance, and viewership, all of which are unquestionably influenced by Clark. In contrast to this optimism, outrage has been triggered by Debbie Antonelli's contentious remarks that minimize Clark's contribution. The idea that Clark saved the WNBA is rejected by Antonelli, who instead highlights the players and advocates combined efforts over the years. However, a lot of supporters and commentators believe that Clark's celebrity and the league's leadership herald a revolutionary new age. Beyond these arguments, Clark has become a cultural figure. The WNBA has received unprecedented attention as a result of her historic debut season, in which she broke both scoring and assist records. However, conversations surrounding her ascent have also descended into controversial areas. Sports economist Michael Leeds sparked controversy by arguing that rivalries, such as the developing one between Clark and Angel Reese, are essential for increasing fan involvement. Reactions to Leeds' controversial remark that nothing helps the sport so much as someone to hate were divided. Some defended Clark's standing as a well-liked and respected player, while others pointed out that rivalries may increase the league's visibility. Additionally, social dynamics have been involved. Well-known people like LeBron James and Charles Barkley have defended Clark, urging detractors to concentrate on her accomplishments rather than fabricate needless controversy. LeBron compared Clark's impact to a rising tide that uplifts the entire league, while Barkley specifically chastised critics for being trivial. Although Clark's devoted fan base reacted negatively to her remarks, believing she misrepresented the situation, ESPN's Elle Duncan encouraged media outlets to cease feeding rumors of WNBA infighting. One thing is certain despite the surrounding controversies. Caitlin Clark has had a significant influence on the WNBA, both on and off the court. Her skill, personality, and capacity for attention-grabbing have greatly raised the league's profile. Clark's impact is influencing women's basketball going forward, igniting discussions that mirror her standing as a generational talent, regardless of whether she is seen as a savior or just a significant contributor. Clark's contribution to the WNBA's development will surely continue to be a hot topic of conversation as it expands. The controversy over Caitlin Clark's WNBA involvement has expanded to include more general issues of racism, media narratives, and how female athletes are treated. Elle Duncan of ESPN fueled the flames by asking if league players should fangirl over Clark. Duncan said that the league is less competitive as a result of Clark's unwarranted adulation. Her comments caused a lot of controversy, especially when she casually referred to LeBron James's infatuation for Clark as treating her like a ponytail princess. Accusing Duncan of prejudice and condescension, fans flocked to social media with calls to cancel her performance. This criticism is a reflection of larger dissatisfaction with how certain commentators view Clark, a trailblazing talent. There has been conjecture that the criticism Clark receives could be the result of more profound prejudices, such as unease with her status as a white celebrity in a sport that has traditionally been dominated by Black players. Given that both Clark and her opponent, Angel Reese, have allegedly received threatening letters, the debate has also touched on the toxic extremities of fandom, bringing attention to the worst aspects of sporting rivalry. Clark's supporters contend that she has played a significant role in reviving interest in women's basketball. Numerous new fans have joined the WNBA as a result of her personality and great skills, which include her approximately 67% three-point shooting accuracy. She is credited by many with increasing attendance, attention, and sponsorships, highlighting the fact that her impact extends beyond her remarkable on-court abilities. Clark's ascent has served as a springboard for some fans to start watching the league. There are still unanswered questions in spite of these achievements. Why does it seem like there is always bias or needless criticism in the media's portrayal of Clark? What makes some analysts unwilling to recognize her services to the league? These queries highlight more general problems with the way women's sports are reported, especially in relation to gender and racial dynamics. Clark continues to spark controversy and acclaim as the argument progresses. While others doubt her influence or minimize her accomplishments, her admirers nonetheless hail her as the symbol of a new era in women's basketball. Unquestionably, Clark has emerged as a key player in the WNBA's continuous development, igniting discussions that extend well beyond the actual game. What are your thoughts? Does the controversy have merit, or are critiques of Caitlin Clark based on unjust prejudices? Stay tuned for updates on this developing topic.